Through the Office of Sustainable Development Goals has empowered 1,200 women across 5 divisions of the state in financial literacy training. This is part of efforts to reach 10% of Lagosians who live in significantly underserved and hard-to-reach communities to reduce poverty and make women financially independent. Special Advisor to the Governor on Sustainable Development Goals, Oreoluwa Fini, gave the hint while reeling out the activities and achievement of the Office of the Minister at the Ministerial Press Briefing to mark the second year of the second term of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration in office. Fini noted that out of the 17 development goals, Lagos State Government has prioritized 10, including no poverty, quality education, clean water and sanitation, affordable clean energy, decent working economic growth, industry, innovation and infrastructure, responsible consumption, climate action, peace and justice, as well as partnership for the goals, and aims to achieve its target before year 2030. While noting that over 4,000 sanitary pads were distributed to girls in Lagos public schools to end period poverty, the special advisor appealed to other private organizations and non-governmental organizations to partner the state government in ending period poverty among the vulnerable people to reduce out-of-school girls during their monthly flow.
For Lagos State, we have been recognized in our efforts for sustainability, and based on our feedback, we can conclude that Lagos has demonstrated serious intent to proactively tread sustainability into all its operations. Lagos has been awarded a gold status for having successfully assessed 17 of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. This review is a globally relevant review of the existing sustainability practices of Lagos State to determine the level of outcomes for all relevant SDGs in collaboration with other NGOs. Lagos is the first state in Nigeria to embark on such a process and achieve such a rating.
Fini stated that 650 underserved communities have been identified across 20 local government areas with a population of over 800,000 over 15 years of age, over 300,000 5 years, 70,000 and 59 1 year old, and over 80,000 pregnant women, with the establishment of centers in 9 local government areas of the state. Our correspondent Adiola Akindele reports that the special advisor said the state is striving towards being a model for development in Africa, leveraging collaboration with international partners with robust values and valuations, enhancing the quality of living of Lagosians with a key focus on the vulnerable segment. In a bid to strengthen awareness and participation in Christian pilgrimage, the Lagos State Christian Pilgrims Welfare Board, CPWB, has paid a courtesy visit to the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy Affairs and Rural Development to seek collaboration in promoting pilgrimage services among stakeholders. Leading the delegation, Secretary of the Board, Balabo Pudero, expressed the CPWB's desire to engage directly with local government and local council development area chairman through their regular monthly meetings facilitated by the ministry. Okudero proposed a sensitization session for staff of the ministry who may be interested in participating in upcoming pilgrimage opportunities, stressing that many public servants may not be fully informed, but the spiritual, emotional, and organizational benefit of the well-structured pilgrimage services. He also encouraged members of staff to act as informal ambassadors by sharing information within their faith communities, ensuring the board's readiness to honor invitations to churches and fellowships for further sensitization. In her response, the permanent secretary in the ministry, Kikelo Mobolarinwa, reaffirmed the ministry's commitment to interagency collaboration that aligns with the broader objectives of the Lagos State government. Meanwhile, the third flight conveying Lagos State pilgrims for the 2025 Holy Pilgrimage has landed safely in Saudi Arabia. The flight with 386 intended pilgrims touched down at the King Abdulaziz International Airport in Medina on Thursday. Out of the passengers, 291 were from Lagos State, comprising 100 43 males and 148 females, while the remaining were pilgrims from Osun State. So far, Lagos State has successfully airlifted 1,062 of 1,432 registered pilgrims for this year's Hajj. The remaining 372 are expected to be airlifted by Saturday, May 17. Prior to the flight departure, the Lagos State Commissioner for Home Affairs and Amirul Hajj, Ibrahim Layode, addressed the pilgrims, reassuring them of the welfare packages promised by the Sanwo-Olu administration, including payment of Hadiyah, that's the sacrificial rams, monetized Hiram, clothing, and transportation for Ziyara visits to historical Islamic sites. In line with the scheduled maintenance work on Marine Bridge by the Federal Ministry of Works, the Lagos State Government has released a traffic management plan which will commence on Sunday 18th of May to Sunday 8th of June. Commissioner for Transportation Oluwaseun Oshiyemi in a statement said to minimize traffic disruption, the maintenance work will be carried out in two phases. Oshiyemi said phase 1 will span from the foot of Marine Bridge, that's Lawani-Oguntayo Road inbound Apapa and Castaigne, while phase 2 will cover Ijora Badia and the Lily Pond access ramp inbound Apapa. During the maintenance period, motorists inbound Apapa from Ijora Olokpa are to use Ijora Causeway access ramp by Omni Retail Company and continue their journey. Those heading to Apapa from Castaigne will be diverted into a counterflow on the lane inbound Castaigne. In the same vein, from 2nd to 8th of June, motorists from Ijora Olokpa going to Apapa will be diverted through Ijora Causeway access ramp by Omni Retail Company into Lily Pond Access Road to continue their journeys. The bridge will be fully reopened to traffic on Monday, 9th of June. To enhance school emergency preparedness, the Health Emergency Initiative HEI has trained about 200 teachers and students across Lagos State as first responders to enable them to act swiftly and effectively during emergencies. The executive director of HEI, Pascal Achonine, explained that the program aims to equip participants with essential emergency response skills, including cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, fracture treatment, and transport of road traffic accident victims, among other medical crises. Achonine, who said most deaths occur in the pre-hospital phase when victims do not receive timely assistance due to bystanders and eyewitnesses' lack of essential emergency response skills, expressed gratitude to the Lagos State Ministries of Education and Health for their support and recognition.
We want to ensure that young people at secondary school level acquire the critical skills during hospital situations. So that way they grow up with an orientation, with a culture, and the skills to do something positive when emergency happens. Currently, we have approval of 3 state governments to integrate this training in the curriculum of secondary schools. That means that in the coming months and years, we'll see it building systemic change, institutional transformation among young people.
HEI's Chief Training Instructor Abigail Mperidem Hassan, who led the practical sessions, said participants were trained to manage a variety of emergency scenarios with hands-on instruction in first aid techniques tailored to situations such as cardiac arrest, snake bite, and fractures, among others. Earlier, Commissioner for Health Akin Abayomi, who was represented by his special assistant Ademolu Adebenga, commended HEI for its dedication to life-saving education, emphasizing the importance of such initiatives in building a resilient and informed citizenry in a city like Lagos.
One peculiar thing about emergency is that when it's occurring, it does not forewarn, or nobody knows it's going to happen. It may be on the street, it may be in a field, it may be in a gathering, or it may be when somebody is alone. So, but when it happens, there is a need for somebody to be a first responder who will resuscitate the person that has gone into shock, that has gone into unconsciousness. So when that happens, it will help to save life, because it takes a second or 2 seconds, millisecond at time to save life.
On her part, the Permanent Secretary, Lagos Health District 6, Abimbola Mabogunje, noted that emergencies are predictable, but with the right knowledge, everyone can respond effectively and save lives.
accidents, emergencies can occur at any time. And this program will go a long way in making sure that our students, our teachers, common man knows exactly what to do to save a life.
Teachers and students drawn from public, private and missionary schools expressed enthusiasm about the skills acquired, noting that it empowers them to act swiftly in emergencies rather than being passive bystanders. And that's it on the State News at 7. But just before we go, carry out proper and adequate checks on your vehicles before setting out. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X, formerly Twitter, Lagos Traffic 961. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. On YouTube, subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration empowered over 1,000 residents at the third phase of the Mega Empowerment Program? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagosstate.gov.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Idowolaya. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.